But also, no, I think it's because of your cinema. Because I said before, you are not a documentarist. Okay. I cannot tell you what is a documentarist really, but
which is something we can actually discuss.
Yes, yes. But the kind of fiction that you make is the fiction which I like when it comes from there. I'll try to explain. I don't know if you feel the same like me. I feel that all the classical fictions coming from Israel or from Palestine, they seem false all the time. The fictions with a beginning, a middle and end, a story. No, maybe our reality is too crazy, is too insane. It doesn't work. I see fictions coming from all over the world, and I am a very good public, you know. I like all the styles. I am not dogmatic in any sense. But when it comes from there, the only fiction who works for me is something like science fiction, is something with fantasy, something which is not classical fiction. And this is what you're doing. And it's very close to documentary, in fact, because what you do is that you recreate the most crazy situations that we have. Okay, you recreate them, you don't film them on the spot, but you recreate them and you choose these kind of situations. Am I right?
Yes, yes. In fact,
you are dealing all the time with this craziness.
Maybe this puts me in that question, because when you told me you were going to make a film about the wall, I have to tell you the reverse aspect of my making sort of documents. In fact, I could not ever imagine what can be done about the wall. Some sort of realities in Palestine, Israel, as far as I'm concerned, I have absolute difficulty transforming them into a sort of fictitious or document of some kind that I make. When you told me you were going to make a film about the wall, I was thinking, if she's plunging in a kind of cinematographic voyage, what is she going to do? I mean, for me, I have absolutely no imagination in what I can do with the wall. And in fact, I tried, while I was trying to make a script now, I thought if I make a piece of my film there, I cannot deny this reality. So I tried to actually produce some kind of scene, some kind of tableau that has the wall involved in it. I have to tell you that it was a total failure. Having seen your film, I think it was for me a counterpoint now that makes it more impossible for me to deal with the wall, because I think it was an absolute good way to actually start a shot like you did, with a tremendous amount of weight to it. It's almost the weight of time that you managed to actually capture with the weight of the cement that has been installed. This is something that I might imitate you, but I will not be able to actually transform this reality into this sort of opening shot. As you know a bit of what I do, it would have been something that involves a kind of layer of what the wall will mean to me in a personal way. Obviously, I have not lived the wall as so many people did, and since my films are sort of slightly self-portraits, so it was not possible for me to associate with so much cement. It was actually the way that you initiated this film that now made me convinced that I had to cross a few scenes. A terrible person. But I mean, I have...
This wall, it just has to be filmed.
Yes, talk about having to be filmed.
Just to be looked at, to be watched.